What's up, Nerd Crew? Nurdie J here, and today we're going to take a look at a knockoff of the 1984 Autobot spy, Autobot Mirage. Without further ado, cue the intro! Originally on Cybertron, Mirage was a pacifist who was forced into the Great War. As a result, he had a hard time fitting in with the other Autobots. He would just rather be hunting turbo foxes than fight with his high-class friends. Ever since the Ark crashed on Earth, not a day goes by that Mirage doesn't dream of being back on Cybertron with his rich friends. As time had passed, he eventually made friends with the Autobots, though some Autobots didn't trust him for unfounded reasons. Mirage has a unique ability to camouflage himself, making it look like he disappeared from sight, but can hear his clanking about as he moves, since he doesn't have sound dampeners in his feet. Originally, I reviewed Mirage back when the channel used to be called Nurdie Boys. Well, the thing is, that channel's no longer around, but he's actually the reason why I started saying, like, where the toys originated from. Mainly because, apparently, when I reviewed this, I was under the impression that this was an original one. And essentially, that I didn't know because the seller that I bought it from said it was the original G1. It didn't say it was a reissue, a knockoff, or anything. It was the original. And I found it odd that it was complete, even came with its box, and, all for like roughly about $100 or so. And this is years ago. And so I thought it was odd because usually I found like loose ones that are like this, essentially, with worst off chrome for like $95. So I thought I was getting a good deal. Well, apparently, when I did the initial review, commenter said that this was a knockoff, how dare I, and stuff like that, because according to them, I've never owned the original one then, that right around here on this blue is supposed to be a circle for a gas tank, and I don't know if that's true or not. I've never seen it, and all of the pictures, even high quality pictures of Mirage, are too far, so I can't tell if that is supposed to be it, and I don't know if it's supposed to be on both sides or not. So, here he is. He rolls. I am planning on getting if they come out with a missing link version of them, or if they just redo the mold, reverse engineer like they did with some others, I would definitely pick that up. So essentially, here he is with my previous review of what is it? It's not the collector's edition. It's the I'm trying to figure out what the edition is, but commemorative reissue. And so that's what it looks like with size. For transformation, you flip up the spoilers because they tend to just want to rotate forward anyway. So flip up the spoilers, pull the back down. Now I just did something that I don't recommend. Actually, I put my thumb here on this panel here, or where the gas tank would be, and pull, because you push against this, because I don't know, since this is a knockoff, if they had thickened the mushroom peg or not, but the original one, that is a big issue, is the mushroom peg, and I don't know if it's because it's too thin, or if it was made out of flimsy material, I don't know, but just to be on the safe side, even with the KO, just do that, and then split the legs, bring out the arms, and what I did was pull on these outer parts, like that. Then you turn it around, and as you're turning it around, get the fists out of the way. They do get in the way because these panels right in here, they're the fronts right here, they block the fists, so. And then this kind of did it normally. Sometimes it'll do it, but you come around and flip this down and flip the tires back. Just get everything situated. And then you bring in his missile launcher, and then you just peg it in. It pegs on to, not peg in, but pegs onto these, I don't know what they're called, but that is what the tires are on. So, you got that. And then, normally you would make them a right hand. I don't know why. I think that's just standard for a lot of Transformers and just characters in general. But I don't know why. I kind of like him with his hunting rifle on his left. I think it gives them a little personality on the seat of right-handed people in Transformers. So, kind of like that. Here he is with Generation 1 Jazz again, but now in robot mode. Okay. Just for some modern comparisons, randomly, I guess, I just happen to have these guys. Here is him with the Lux Hasbro exclusive of some sort, Orion Pack from one of the Legacy lines. I'm thinking it's either Legacy or Legacy Evolution. And then here he is with the smallest of the Authentics line, Alita 1. About the same size, but this one's way better. She has the inability to stand, so that's fun. Anyway, for articulation, if you need these to roll around, you can. They do swivel up and down. Missile does launch, but I don't know how. Yeah, because I think the spring got broke. And so, essentially, it just wedges in and out. So, for arms, he can go up, all the way up, and then back all the way down, but be careful. It does, for some reason, want to catch on mine. He does have elbows. He also has wrists, which is kind of cool. And that's it, unless you need to point his toes down. So, oh yeah, forgot. I keep on swiveling him and forgot that he does have a waist swivel thanks to transformation. So, I'll give you my final words. Just for a quick rundown of Mirage's accessories, he comes with his hunting rifle, a missile launcher, and 3 missiles. Now, when I got him, like I said, he was complete, and the only other thing that I forgot that was in my notes was that, also packed in with him was for some reason a really bad wheeljack from G1. I don't know why I got a whole nother figure on top of him, but that's also when I started questioning it just a tad, but then pretty much everything came to light when that previous commenter on my last channel that I used to have commented in a quote-unquote polite way, let's just say, that, yeah, this is more likely the KO, while the G1 would have the impression of a gas tank. So, but comparatively, for now, I recommend getting the KO because it is more affordable. Yes, mine was $100. I didn't know it wasn't an original at the time. And also it came with a bonus transformer on top of that. But yet, you can find them for like, what, $50, $60 on average now? Maybe a little more here and there, but essentially, I don't condone knockoffs, but in this case, until they come out with a missing link version, I do recommend getting this knockoff, if you can't afford an original G1 that's not broken. Well, I've been Nurdie J for Nurdie Boys, and I'll catch you next time.